And here we go, map 2 in this best of 3 series, Elfi versus DeathAngel. And off we go on Teldrum Altar. DeathAngel spawning as the orange Zerg in the bottom right corner. Meanwhile, top right, Elfi spawning as the red Protoss. So we turn on our UI options, thanks to Blizzard with the last patch. We'll see what these guys have to offer us. I like this map in PvZ actually. It is, honestly, well, it's kind of hard to say it's Protoss favorite because a lot of play seems to be Protoss favored, and I say that very cautiously. Don't flame me. It's honestly neither Protoss or Zerg are my strongest races. I used to be a Terran player until beta patch 8. Since then I've gone random. Still, you know, Terran is my best race just because, you know, that's where I have the experience. It's what I play Brood War as well, so regardless, you know, I've been playing a lot of random, so well, actually non-stop random since. So I've had the opportunity to investigate these races quite thoroughly. And again, the Forge first player by Elfi. Problem for Elfi is, of course, that he's scouting in the wrong position, so he's only going to find his opponent very late. We know that Bly is out. Elfi actually knocked him out, so we're not going to see any kind of Manor Evo chambers as we saw earlier, which was a brilliant play. We are going to see Hatch first here once again by DeathAngel. So he's not deterred. And luck is on his side because, you know, Elfi is going to get there late. And this is a bit too wide to completely block off. Not only that, even if you do manage to block it off, you know, the surface area the drones can get is significant to add one more drone to do damage to it. So the better play in that situation, maybe you know, put a pylon here, a little further away, just try to surprise your opponent with the counter pressure. Well, he is making his way in. What is DeathAngel going to do? DeathAngel actually looking for a pylon. Just making sure there's no debauchery going on. Spawning pool is already going down. And a defensive cannon instead. Yeah, Elfi just playing it safe. Needs to start another pylon very shortly though. Gateway gets put down. Now, if Elfi is going to go for any kind of aggressive pylon, it's got to be now. Nope. It's not going to do it. Very good scouting there by his opponent. And DeathAngel. Oh, is he going to lose his Overlord? No, just barely keeping it alive. If he had flown in 2 more X's, that would have been gone. And food cap now by Elfi. This is what I said, you know, this is why I said that if the offensive pylon is going to happen, it has to happen now. Because he was going to get food caps. Double Queen. So DeathAngel wants to get as many larvae as he can early on. And the Nexus. So Nexus on 1 gate. I think it's actually a full wall, isn't this? It looks like a full wall. I'm just looking here to see if there's a gap here. I don't think so. So I think Elfi has full walled himself in. Apparently content with what he's got. Oh, there might be a gap here. That is deceiving though. We'll see, we'll see. Stargate play once again by Elfi, so, you know, hey, if you can't leave your base, you might as well fly out. Elfi Airlines coming up once again. Worked out very well for him last game. This time, of course, you know, the Zerg has been on 2 base for quite a bit longer. Look at that, the lair going down, but also on the other side of the map, Elfi going with a second Stargate this time around. Looks like a heavy Phoenix opening. DeathAngel still floating here with the Overlord. Might be a good time to start sacking it. Units rallied outside of this gateway, of course. I'm kind of really curious to see the Zealot finish. See if he actually blocks. No, he's not blocking anything. He's just moving that Zealot out. And the Spire once again coming up for DeathAngel here. Phoenixes indeed. You gotta go with Phoenixes, seeming it's hard to support the gas for Void Rays in this situation. I don't think this is gonna be as successful as last game though. And the third base, the third hatch now going down. Oh, the Zealot Ramboing in. He's going to be greeted by the Queen. He wants to get that scouting information. Is he going to see that Spire? Yes, spots the Spire. So a successful scout there. Now, what are you going to do, Elfi? Are you going to keep those Phoenixes up? Yep, he's going to stick with the Phoenix production. He's going to hope to outproduce his opponent. And if he can hide his Phoenixes long enough, then this could be okay. But oh, there comes the Overlord. The Overlord spots the Stargate, spots the amount of Phoenixes, so should know that it's a double Stargate play. I think he even saw it there at the end. Nope, did not. But he saw the Chrono Boost. Had the full wall. Actually, this cannon might be placed there to make it a full wall. Keeping him quite secure. And now the Overlord hunt. It is Overlord hunting season here, with the Phoenixes doing a lot of damage towards the Overlords. Completely food capping his opponent. There's one Corruptor coming out, actually. That is not going to be enough. He can lift the Queen now. Oh, he can lift both Queens if he wants to. There we go. One Corruptor is not going to be enough to actually deal with this. The second Queen also getting lifted. We see Spore Crawlers getting put down in a desperation move. Oh, he's going to lose so many Overlords to this. He's got 5 Overlords in production already, and there we go. There's the one Corruptor. That's not going to be enough to deal with this. Not nearly. Again, another Overlord goes down. You know, he's checking in front. He's trying to do what he can with the Zerglings. Just, you know, as long as if he loses the Zerglings, at least his food can will open up a bit. Void Ray is now coming up as well. Oh, the drones here exposed. Lifting a lot of these drones. Gonna be able to get a lot of kills here. Corruptor just trying to defend. But Elfi quite capable of just defending just outside the Spore Crawler range. And he actually, oh, he lifts off the Queen. The Queen too far away from the Spore Crawler. So much damage being done here by Elfi. There's a ton of Overlords coming out. Are we going to see just a big counterattack, a big all-in from his opponent is the question. That's the play I would do, you know, kind of a desperation play in this situation. Meanwhile, you know, we do see the Twilight Council going down. We see a few more gateways going down as well. So, I mean, of course, gateway units, the gateway armor is going to be quite light. The Void Ray is now out and about. I don't think I mentioned him, but I saw it come up. So we do see the third now melting away. 3 Corruptors in production. That's going to lead to 4 Corruptors total. At least he's no longer food capped. Is he going to do more damage with this is the question. Or will he do more damage with this? I should stop saying is the question. Because, you know, we're all talked out pretty much. A lot of these Zerglings, even Zerglings getting lifted, that's not something you see very often. It's not really worth the energy in most situations. A lot of Corruptors now coming out. I'm wondering if Elfi's just going to be like, okay, well, that's nice. You build Corruptors, I'll just build Stalkers and win games. He's making sure to check every expansion, and yeah, picking off 3 Overlords here and there. Oh, the Corruptor's now coming out. Are going to force these Phoenixes out, finally. But it won't surprise me at all if he just goes for the heavy gateway army, just you know, completely ignores air from here on out. Suddenly you have those Corruptors floating about, doing absolutely nothing aside from casting Corruption. +1 is done. +2 already being chrono boosted by Elfi. He's keeping his Phoenixes alive against the Corruptors. Darting across the map, and there come the Mutalisks. The Mutalisks coming out. It's going to be very much needed by DeathAngel. It's going to be in an awkward situation to say the least. We do have Psionic Storm once again being researched, though. You know, we have storms on Mutas is a thing that is very situational. You need an awesome storm to land on the Mutas, or you know, pretty much, you know, you're done for. But you can't kill a lot of Mutas with just a few storms. The problem is that, you know, like DeathAngel did in game 1, you know, you just float your Mutas over your opponent's army, and suddenly he's storming his own army. Make sure they're spread properly, and you do a lot of damage. Again, Chrono Boost going off on that Storm Team. He does need to get it out in time. Oh, the Phoenix is getting caught there. That is a bit unfortunate. Corruption being cast over and over on this one Phoenix. Poor guy. A little bit more damage going on. Elfi is doing well to keep those alive as long as possible. And now we see the big gateway army, just the big Stalker army. This is a perfect follow-up by Elfi. Such smart play. It's going to take out a lot of these Corruptors. The Corruptors have no chance here in this battle. Aggressive Blinks is going to cost him even more. And he's just going to counterattack. He's just going to counterattack with these Mutas. Of course, he does have Blink, so he can't Blink up here. But no, he's going to go straight for the Zerg's base. And he does have cannons here at the at the main. I wonder if that's going to be enough, though. It's a bit of a risky play here, but Elfi decides that he can go, and he will go for the base trade. He's going to take out the National right away. There's nothing stopping him. There's almost nothing that can stop him at this point in time. Meanwhile, DeathAngel is suiciding units in to take down the cannons at the third. And now Elfi going to go for the gut, going to go for that main. Muta's doing a lot of damage to Elfi's main as well. In the end, it's, you know, if you look at the armies, definitely Elfi is has a better composition to win this. There we go. Complete tech reset. A lot of the drones dissipating into nothing. And the main now down for Elfi. Elfi is rebuilding a Nexus somewhere. He's rebuilding a natural, actually. Yeah, meanwhile, DeathAngel would do well to hide the hatchery somewhere. He can more than afford it. You are going to see Blinkstalkers here face off against these Mutas. Actually, Archon's coming in, but no, Archon not coming out in time. The gateway is now unpowered. So neither of them has significant production. So look at where the hidden structures are. There, DeathAngel has a hatchery going down. Of course, this is the Nexus going down for Elfi. The problem is, if he cancels it, I don't think he's going to have... Oh, it's going to be close to see if he has enough to actually rebuild it. He's going to just defend this. He's going to blink on in. Yeah, he has more than enough Stalkers to actually deal with this and defend it successfully. Meanwhile, the Zerg is going to go through a full tech reset. Really unable to produce anything worthwhile. And look at that. 0 minerals and just one little probe mining away. If this probe were to go down, at least, you know, at least DeathAngel could comfort himself as that, you know, he has a better econ. Even though his tech is completely gone, he could just spam out Zerglings and hope to pull off a miracle. But these two workers, just they're Elfi's precious workers. These are his prized possession. Again, the Zergling's trying to get something done here. I don't think they can raid front. You see, it wasn't quite that well. There is a gap here. Thankfully, that mystery is solved as well. The Phoenixes are going to find it third again. Going to lift this queen and splatter it. Well, the Mutas are still out and about. If he focuses down the workers... Oh! Go for the probes! Nope. Not going for the probes. Storm there going down. Oh, a lot of the probes die regardless, but nope, losing the army. He knows he's done for. DeathAngel finally forced to tap out. Close game there, but nope, Elfi takes it 2-0 versus his opponent Deathangel. So we're going to have Elfi versus Nurcho in the grand finals here of Zotac Cup number 55. You're watching Kaos TV here. I am Martin, aka Mumbles, known from GLHF.tv in the Lowland Lions. Stay tuned because the grand finals are going to come up next.